how do you kind of cross that chasm between the technical side and to the business side, right? So what's kind of your shtick, if you will, Paul, for having that conversation make sense and be received um, accurately on the other side?
Demonstration.
Okay.
Demonstration is the most effective method. So we have red team, we've done some, that part, for demonstrating a real security flaw. There's nothing better than that. Because most people, they want to feel like they're part of a Jason Bourne film. They want to see the cool stuff. They don't really want to know about all of the sausage making that goes into building the attacks and executing. They just want to see the end of it. And when you can articulate how, okay, I've got this guy who can do this, and we can violate all sorts of security controls. And oh, by the way, by doing this, the minute a regulator finds out, the world is going to come down. At that point, the interest level goes way, way up.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden, everybody's super knowledgeable. So the goal is for us is to take a risk that ties directly to an oversight type of item, right? That's how you really kind of grab the attention, because the reality is, if the regulator's not interested in it, then pretty much nobody else is. And that's not a knock on City National. That's just, there's only so many priorities that you can have and that you can deal with. So you just have to figure out how to leverage that priority matrix for them.
So that's like storytelling in a different way, right? So storytelling through actual demonstration. So cool. Any other tips you guys would offer?
It's understanding the different language, with the different lines of business we have, and me not having a finance background, figuring out how to talk to business and what that means to them has been really important. And so, me doing my homework and understanding, how their business works, because then I can then translate, this particular technical risk that I'm trying to explain in business terms that they can comprehend.
Yeah, it ties everything back to dollars and cents.
Yeah.
Businesses are almost always for-profit entities. Tying it back to where this is either going to cost or make me money is going to get your board members' attentions. And being able to articulate that is a very particular skill that, good CISOs have and are able to kind of make that connection for folks.
And do you find, I guess, the board understands risk in terms of cost, right? To say, hey, this is increasing our risk, therefore, ergo, costs could be impacted because of that risk, right? There's cost avoidance, cost sort of things like that. Does that translate? Is that kind of the language, the vernacular that they're looking for?
It's not just about the money; it's all about the money. Right?
Yeah.
So the client's money, the bank's money, those things, and I think on the finance side, it's the challenge is, within when they're talking about a balance book and assets and liabilities, that stuff, that's language they understand, and it's very, very easy for them, and they're super smart about it. The challenge that the cyber side has is it's providing the auditable proof that something's going to happen, right? Because a lot of it is proving the negative, and so you're asking them to kind of accept on faith that things are as bad as you think that you're saying they are, and it can be very challenging to get metrics that prove that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we've seen a lot too, where being able to show what's not working, like red team, for instance, or penetration test team, that are able to come in and say, all right, we actually got this far, we actually compromised this, so we're at risk because of that. And so now that we know, it's time to fix it, right? So
I always tell them it's a difference between Jason Bourne and Bob the Builder. Right? What level of skill set is required for this type of attack.
Yeah.
And the scale gives you the determination of what the risk.
Yeah.